Hi, everybody. Welcome to a new All of the Above movie budget review. And this time, it's time for Tremors. And it's a big one. Not the Graboid. It's also a big one, but the series too. I loved the first one. It was a real horror movie. There's a snake in the sand that eats you. It has a Kevin Bacon in there, who well, is real young there, but well, he gets the action done together with Bill Ward or Fred Ward, sorry, and another one of the people in this movie, Michael Gross, formerly known as Family Ties, the show that gave us Michael J. Fox. It was a nice cast. We got to know the Graboids. And how dangerous they were, how exciting they were. And yeah, it's a good movie. It's exciting. It's not that long. Well, it's about 90 minutes, like most of the movies were in that time. And it was exciting, and it was something new, and I loved it. This was a new kind of monster movie. Um, well, Fred Ward and Michael Gross came back for part two, Tremors Aftershocks. Um, yeah, it's an okay movie. It shows us a new version of the Graboids and what they give or what they turn into. So it's a new part, and the story is about you know what to expect when you watch a Tremors movie. There's a formula in there. So you start off with a bunch of people doing their thing and being eaten by a graboid, and then we go to a town or we go to Bert Gummer, or we go to Bert Gummer. It's played by Michael Gross, by the way, and he's one of the consistent actors in the series. Um, but yeah, you get to the town or the people who star in the movie. We get to know them a bit, and all hell breaks loose. That's a Tremors movie. You know what to expect, and you have fun watching it. It's not rocket science, but it's fun and it's amusing. So there came a part three, Back to Perfection. Perfection is the little town that the first Tremors movie played in. This one is a Burt Gummer solo, so Michael Gross takes on the lead role in here. Like I said, Burt Gummer, the war, yeah, fanatic, the gun ho type person who hunts graboids. And it's a fun movie. It's a little light on the action. This one, it's like setting up something big, and it's the first one with a sort of open end, like the Critters movie where you see the eggs at the end. This one, well, has a graboid still living, and yeah. Then, and normally I just do movies, but this one just fitted in there. A year later, something big came out, or big, 13 episodes of Tremors, the series, which told the story that was concluded in part three. And it's an okay series. It doesn't have that much action. It's set in Perfection, of course, Perfection, Nevada, and yeah, it's fun, and it's yeah, it's a lot, nice continuation of the series. So then it was time for something else, sort of a prequel, or it was a prequel. We had Tremors 4, The Legend Begins, and it's in the Wild West time, where the first graboid haunts the city of Rejection, um, and now known as Perfection, of course. We see it as a small mining town that is, well, closed because some people got killed in the mines, and Bert Gummer, or his ancestor, plays kind of a dandy rich guy who goes and helps them out because, well, he is kind of busy protecting his own money and his own interests. We see him change throughout the movie, so that's good and that's fine. So then after four, we don't hear a lot for a long time, and then it was time for five. And Tremors 5 Bloodlines took us into a whole new game of Tremors. It starred Michael Gross again as Bert Gummer, who makes his living hunting graboids all over the world. And he has to go off to Africa to, well, hunt graboids. It's like I said, there's a formula in there, and they stick to it. But they make it more exciting, more bigger, more bolder. Um, we have the different variations of the graboids. We got the shriekers, we got the ass blasters, um, and we get Jamie Kennedy, who the title explains it, and it's a bit of a spoiler, but is his son. Okay, that's what Bloodlines means, kind of. So we get a father-son duo, and it's cool because yeah, it's he's totally different than Bert. So it's a nice chemistry. It's fun. It's a fun movie. It it has some exciting scenes. Then and this one was Tremors: A Cold Day in Hell. It's the sixth one, and it feels more like a sci-fi movie of the week. Um, it's exciting. It has everything a Tremors movie should have. It also has Jamie Kennedy again, who we kind of see setting up, taking over the mantle of Burt Gummer. So I think maybe that was the idea. So when Michael Gross wanted to stop Jamie Kennedy could take over the franchise, it felt like that at least for this movie. We get a Burt Gummer who yeah feels his mortality. He's getting old. He's getting sick. He's not that viral anymore. Uh, virile. Sorry. Sometimes I have to find the good words, but I'll get there. Don't worry. But it's a good movie. It's not one of the best, but it's a Tremors movie. I mean, what else do you want? Um, and then we have the final part until now, of course, Tremors Shrieker's Island, and that the title says it. It plays on Paradise Island, where graboids are set out in the wild by a game hunter for sport, so they can hunt graboids. But other people on the island get eaten. Well, they get Bert Gummer out of retirement, who kind of looks like, um, yeah, the guy from Castaway. Not Tom, I've got Tom Cruise in my head, but it's not Tom Cruise, of course. Um, I'll get to it. I'll put it down here. Um, so yeah, it's a good end to the series, and I'm yeah curious if they will come with a new part, a seventh part or an eighth part. Sorry, because this is the seventh. But if this is the last one, it's okay too, because they made it a bookend, especially for the Michael Gross, Burt Gummer personality in the movie. Um, yeah, so he was the guy who was in all the movies, and he's most recognizable. He was in all of the episodes of the TV series too. So yeah, it's kind of Burt Gummer's journey. I think if you watch it from the first to the last movie, people come, people go, but Gummer stays. So we don't get Jamie Kennedy in the last one. But we get another guy who fills in, John Herder. He doesn't play the Jamie Kennedy person, but he plays another sidekick. So, well, I'm curious what you think of the Tremors movies. If you want to put it down there in the comments, I'm obliged, and I want to thank you already. And if you liked it, please like. And if you want to subscribe, you can do that down here too. And it leaves me to say thank you for watching and see you next time.